Hello everybody. Today I will present you CodeSYS programming basics, and this will start with opening a new project in CodeSYS. This is the CodeSYS version 3.5, which I will use in my upcoming videos. So you can check the version and patch version here in about section. When we open the CodeSYS, this is the screen that we face actually, and here we can create a new project or open a project if you have any, and start with it. So here I start with a standard project. You can select any other option as well. There is an HMI project and empty project which has no objects basically, and a standard project with application composer which I have never used before, but I can learn about it and present it as well. So here I select the standard project and continue. Okay, it will load the basic libraries in this selection, and there are some programming options here which you can see: continuous function chart, continuous function chart, page oriented function block diagram, ladder logic diagram, sequential functional chart, and structured text. Here we will use ladder diagram and start with the basic simplest programming language for a PLC. This is the most known method of programming in PLC, the ladder diagram, and you can also combine these all programming options in CodeSYS. You don't have to use only one programming and continue with it. In order to do that, you need to add an object here. Right click to application, add object, and add a POU, which is called program organizational unit. Here when you click this, it says program organization unit, and you can create a new one here, and it asks you if you will use it as a program or function block or function. You can do as you wish, and here are the implementation language that you can use for this separate program. And if you want to add this program to your main task in the future, you need to do something like this. Let me just do a quick demonstration so you can remember it in the future. I will name this POU second, and it will be a ladder diagram as well. It doesn't matter, you can select ST as well. Let's select ST so that you can see the difference. Here, this is an ST program which you can program the variables and the main code in ST programming language, and here are ladder diagram. So in order to add the ST program we see here to the main task, you need to go to main task and right click and click program call. You need to call this program from here like this. I did it, and you can enter the command my ST program like that. Okay, here you see these two programs will be run every cycle that PLC goes on. So this is how we do programming with a second language. I will delete this now and delete from here as well. So we will continue with ladder. So here are the basic elements that a ladder program has actually. First of all, I should say there are two ladder diagram types here when you create a new project. Here I will show it to you. I will just open a new one because I want to show it. Here we selected ladder diagram before, but if you select ladder logic diagram, it has more libraries here. You can use both, it doesn't matter if it is basic, you can use the other one, but here we have the other blocks. You can still add these blocks to the other one as well. Only I like the structure of this. I will continue with this. So this is how we create a new project, how we add a program organization unit to an existing project and add it to main task. Now I will show you how we add a network, how we add a box, and how we add the other things. So here we have our operators which you can use. These are the ladder elements which we will use often. In order to add a contact here, I am just dragging it to my project. As you can see, you don't have to create the variables before. You can just enter when you do it. This is, I can say, this is a start button, and it asks me how I would like to declare my variable, what is the type of it, and what is the name, scope, and that kind of things. Here the scope options here, and name, the type. The most common types that we will use is bit, boolean, time, word, integer, sometimes date maybe. These are the most common variable types we will use in the future. And initialization is the initial value that we would like to assign for this start button. Since this is a boolean, it is asking me if I would like to make it false or true. It doesn't matter. We don't have to define it here. And the address is the PLC address of this boolean variable. But here we choose it as a virtual variable which doesn't have a physical address yet. So here these are the flags that we can assign if we need it to be much clear in the program structure. Then I click OK here. Here you can see it is blue. The reason why it is blue is we don't have a coil yet, so it says this start button has no effect. You didn't connect it to anywhere, and it is not going to function in this case. So I am just adding a coil here and naming it as a motor. Here you can see it is still a boolean because we need it to be boolean. When we click to the start button goes to true mode and the motor starts running. So here, this is the most basic program that you can do with a PLC. When you click the start button, the motor starts, and the motor relay that we have gets the 24 volts voltage in this case. So and the motor starts to run since the relay is triggered. But you need to figure out that in this basic program, the start button is pressed and stays as true. It will not go to false automatically. We will talk about it, and we will see those cases in the future. This is just an introduction to show you how you add the items and how you start the simulation. Okay, we have our elements ready. Now I will just go to here. I'm just checking here online and run click to the simulation. This will help me to run in simulation mode, which you can see here in red background text. If there is simulation here, you can just log in from here, and it says me that there is no application in the device. When it calls the device here, it is the simulation device that we just created when we clicked to the simulation, and it asks me if I want to download my application to the device, and I say yes. Okay, here it loaded the application to the device, but the device is not running right now. You can see here application stop. Device is connected, we can control it, but it is not run yet. Okay, I am just clicking to start here, or you can also press to F5. Okay, it just started. Now it is turning the cycles, and it is working, but we don't have any true yet in the start button. In order to send a true to the start button, in order to pretend like start button is pressed, you need to send a true like this. You click here and there is a true prepared but not sent yet. And if you would like to send it to the device, you need to press to Ctrl plus F7. If you do Ctrl F7, then it is sent to the device. Now, as you can see, when my start button is clicked, the motor starts to run. And when I send false to here, the motor stops. This is the most basic PLC application that we can do. And this is a basic true false logic. If this one is true, then the line is connected to the motor and it is true as well. You may have other networks as well, like let me just stop the application and stop the logout from the device as well. You can still stay in simulation mode, it is no problem. I'm just going to add a coil, add a network here. If you have more lines to fill, if you have more buttons, more cases, I can say, you can add the more buttons as well here as well, but these are all cases that you would like to run in your program. We just would like to mention that every ladder program works from the top and scans the network from left to right. This is the order. It comes to first network first and starts from left, goes to right. It continues with the second, starts from the left, goes to right. Third and fourth and fifth goes like this. Okay, this is all for today. I will prepare videos like this for a long time. I will continue from the point that I leave the previous video every time, so it will be a sequential programming experience, hopefully. Thank you for listening to me. Let's see what we will face in our next video. This is the first English video that I present in this platform. Hopefully it became satisfactory for you, and if I use any wrong wording or if I did anything wrong, I'm sorry. You can write it in the comments and I can try to fix it in my next video. Thank you very much.